So if you're trying to generate leads on LinkedIn, then commenting is not the place I would start. And I would argue not even content is where I would start either. Now, the reason I say this is that, first of all, commenting is pretty much pointless for lead generation. The only time that I use commenting is when I'm commenting on ideal clients' content as a way to build a relationship for me to then actually reach out to in the DMs, right? That's the only reason why I would do commenting or responding to my own comments, right? But the thing is that I used to be posting content every single day. I mean, I still do, but I would post, or at least, I had a period where I post for 9 months, for 9 months straight. I'm pretty sure this was daily posts, so every single day, which came out as probably about 270 posts, maybe a bit less, I'm not sure, but around 720, like 270 posts, sorry. And I generated approximately zero inbound leads. Now, that being said, this was when I pretty much started. So sure, my account was, literally like zero followers, obviously at the very beginning, and it grew slowly over time. However, that doesn't change the fact how I also had zero inbounds from 270 posts. So this was obviously not a great thing. And that being said, I would have, this might not be 100% accurate, but I definitely had 200 plus posts for sure. So the fact that, say, I had 200 plus posts and I had zero inbounds was still a very, very concerning. And obviously at this time, I was also doing commenting. I was also commenting on, other people's posts. I'd usually spend probably like maybe an hour to 2 hours per day on commenting. And that still didn't generate me any inbound leads. Now, that being said, I did do some outreach at the time, and that generated me a few leads, or at least a lot more than what that did, which was zero. So, when you're trying to focus on lead generation, what I would really focus on instead is focusing on the DMs because this is arguably the more predictable way of generating leads. Now, that being said, right, if you have loads of authority, loads of social proof, right, like your offer is great, your sort of your profile is looking good as well, your content is amazing, and so on and so forth, then yes, this three, like, these three things right here are probably really going to help with your lead generation. I'm not just saying that you can DM and neglect all of this as well, right? Because I would argue that all of four of these aspects is what actually makes up being able to get more predictable leads. However, I find that especially with the profile and the content here, that is more grabbing attention and nurturing it. And then from there, you really want to use the DMs to further nurture and convert. Because I find that if you're just, or at least from my experience, right, if you're just posting content and maybe commenting every single day and expecting that things are going to change, they're probably not. Now, that being said, you could even argue, oh, well, when I get to this many followers or have this much engagement, I'll get leads. But that's not even the case because I've come across people that have like 10,000 plus followers who aren't getting leads. I've come across people that have, 200 plus likes or in like engagement, but aren't getting leads, right? But I've also come across people that have, a couple hundred followers but are getting lots of leads, or maybe even like, I don't know, 10 plus likes or whatever, or maybe not even that, but are getting tons of leads. And this really is all down to the DMs, which is why I would always focus on the DMs first, and which is also why on my website, the lead magnet I have on there, the free resource, is a lead magnet that helps you go from feeling salesy and stuck in the DMs to be able to book calls every week. um, because that is really what, in my opinion, is going to actually help people get leads better. Which is why I don't push the idea of here are the best hooks, or here's the commenting strategy, or necessarily here's the best type of content. I mean, sometimes I might talk about content because that's still important, but not as much as stuff in the DMs and being able to have that sell by chat conversation. Because I genuinely think that if you want to better your chances of lead generation or increase maybe your luck with hitting leads, the DMs is the best place to go. Right. So then with the DMs, really, okay, if I'm going to give you a broad idea of how to even approach piecing it together a bit of a strategy. Well, first of all, obviously you can go to my website and you can opt in for the video training. That's one of the things you can do. The other thing as well that you can do is being able to experiment and most importantly have volume with this, because I'm just going to say that DMs are uncomfortable still. For me, even having practiced loads and had lots of conversations in the DMs, I still find it uncomfortable sometimes to have those conversations, because I know that a lot of the people I talk to are going to reject me, are going to ghost me, and that's just part of the process. However, I also know that with actually, tons and tons of rejections, I might get 100 rejections. But if I can even just get maybe 3 yeses, which I don't know how good that conversion rate is, but that's something we're not going to look at. But even if I can just get like 3 yeses or 3 booked calls or whatever from 100 conversations and maybe 1 or 2 convert, that's pretty good. And let's say I'm having 20 conversations every day, which would also be really good. Not saying you have to do that. Even just 5 conversations a day, I think is a pretty good number, right? Then, that's still like a good use of my time. And if I'm, looking at it like that, that is going to be worth far better than the 9 months I've spent and the however many, maybe 2 hours per day I also spent, commenting as well. So you can see how it would also really differ. So all I'm trying to say here with this video is that if you want more predictable leads, you want to start DMing more and piece together a bit more of a sell by chat strategy. And like I said before, if you're looking for one, then you can go to my website and you can actually opt in for one as well, which actually helps run you through exactly how I would look at being able to chat in the DMs from salesy to booking calls every week. That being said, that is the video. My name's Ethan. I help entrepreneurs get clients on LinkedIn, as I am a LinkedIn coach, and I help them do this through my coaching program, which teaches people more how to better do their offer, their profile, even their sales funnels as well as DM strategies and content. So if you're interested to learn more, then obviously go to my website and learn more, or you can DM me for more details. But that being said, that is the video, and I will chat to you soon.